Hey guys, what's up? It's Quentin Drew here. So here's box number 8 of 2015. Pennies and nickels as usual. I didn't get too much in this box, no silver or anything, but I did get some pretty nice finds that I was quite surprised about. A lot of nice finds up there. As you see, I'm not using my new camera, mainly because it hasn't came in the mail, obviously. I did a trade with JDS coins, and I'll talk about that later in another video or something like that. We did a trade. I gave him some coins for some junk silver for some camera stuff that he had, because I bought basically the same camera that he has. I bought it used, and I got a really good deal on it. And I'll talk about that and all that stuff, and I'll talk about this camera when I get my new one and all that stuff, and I'll make a separate video for that. Yeah guys, so let's dig into this box. And before I start it off, today's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Say happy Valentine's Day to your loved one, and all that good stuff. Alright guys, so let's lead in here guys. So we got some nice pennies, nice AU uncirculateds, 1960 right there, 1974, 73D. That 73D is in pretty nice shape. Other than some black carbon spots, it's in pretty decent shape. This one made me a little bit sad. There's a little bit of a spot there, but this one's uncirculated. Other than that, very nice. Unfortunately, with that black spot, I'm going to probably have to throw it with my coppers. I got an 81 there, very nice 81. Lots of nice detail and luster on that one. And I got an 81 here, and this has interesting toning. It does have a rim nick though, so I'm not sure about that. I will just toss that one back. I got a lot of nice uncirculated nickels. This one was my favorite right here, one of my favorites. 1962D, look at that condition. That's at least a solid MS63. MS62, at least. Probably the nicest 62D I have in my collection. Very nice coin. I was shocked by the detail on this coin. Very nice. I got a 63 or 65. That's a 63. Probably just going to toss this one back. It's not as nice. It's a little bit rough on the rims. Feels like it's been ran over or something. I got a nice 1965. I got a 50, or not a 50, but a 88D or 88P. What am I saying? Pretty nice condition. Probably I'll just toss this back because I have so many of those. And we got an uncirculated 77. Very nice nickel. Getting a lot of these 77s that are unk. I'd like to find one with full steps, but that'll probably never happen. Got some questionables here. I'm not going to show these, just some possible 72 double dies, not like the main one, but like there's 15 different varieties of these things, so this might be one of them. And I got a questionable 95 I have to take a look at. Onto the oddities. I got this really weird corroded 99 or 96. Very weird. Very weird. Very interesting corrosion on it. Corroded quite weird. I don't know. It's like kind of into the rim there. Got this interesting 2003. This was actually sticking out the side of a roll. I saw it on the side. Looks like a dryer coin, but like it looks like it's been like lit on fire and ran over. Like you can see that dark spot there. I don't think that's non-postment damage. I think that's going to be postment, but quite interesting. I don't know, very thick, and the rim is quite white. Very interesting. I got some possible weird mint marks. I don't know. Very faded mint marks. If you look closely, that mint mark's really weak. And then this one, it's an interesting style. I don't know. It looks like maybe an RPM, but I doubt it. And then this one here, you guys tell me, is that postment damage or not? I'm not sure about this one, to be entirely honest. It has this mark across it, but I'm not sure if that's postment, because it kind of does split the planchet up there in the dome of the Monticello, so I'm not sure if that's postment or not. This is a 54D, by the way. It's well circulated though, so that could just be some sort of weird thing. I don't know, postment. Really weird 76D. For a second, I actually thought this was a nickel struck on the wrong planchet, but I realized it's not. It's been dipped in like acid or something. Very interesting. And then we got either an H or a U here, written in Sharpie on this coin. I find it funny whenever I see writing on coins. Maybe someone was trying to spell out something within a bunch of coins. They were writing letters, you know. They could be doing a bunch of nickels and, you know, having a word spelled out. That would be really cool. Very interesting. And now we got some better things. 60D small date, 69S, 71S. Actually got two of these for once. And I got a 72S. And then we got 1961 young head portraits, a little bit more uncommon. Not a 64 or anything. Very nice. And then we got a 1964 nickel young head portrait. Very nice coin. Very happy with that find. Very, very surprised with that. Especially in a hand wrapped, or that was in a customer wrap. Never mind. This was a customer. What am I saying? This was in a machine wrapped box. Never mind. What am I saying? Now moving up to the nickels. Got some decent nickels here. I think this is a 40S. If I'm not mistaken. It's a 40S right there. We'll get this really nice. This is at least an XF, VFXF. I might need this one to replace the one that's in my book. Probably about a VF. It's kind of a weak strike. It's a 49D. That's why the hairlines aren't completely full. It's definitely about a VF. 49D, very nice coin. I got 53S. Really nice condition. Very nice. Got a very, very nice 1954 plane. About an AU. A lot of the 54s are pretty nice. And we got a really, really nice struck 1958. And I was almost certain this would be a plane, but it's actually a D. A lot of nice hairline. At least an AU. Very nice coin. There's like one complete step on the bottom. Yeah, almost. Partial step. It's quite interesting. Very nice find. Wheat pennies, I'll be completely honest, I sucked at them. I got 7 here and then there's one up there. So the oldest here, for this line at least, is a 44S, a little bit of a better date. I believe that's like 200 and some million. I think it's like 280, I could be wrong, 282 million minted, not sure. So really weak strike actually at 44S. I got a 45, 45, 52D, 53D, 55D, and a 58D. So just a mixture of 40s and 50s, nothing major or anything like that. Moving over to the better finds, got a pretty off-center cent, probably towards the 2 or 3%. Just a little bit more off-center than the usual ones. 82 small date. Doesn't affect that side, but definitely off-center. The L almost gets cut off, and I think the VDB at the bottom is pretty much cut off. So very interesting on that. We'll go to this one right here. This one was actually in a machine-wrapped nickel roll. I saw the edge like that, and I was wondering what it was. Very interesting foreign coin. I don't know how this got mixed in there. It's a 1992, and before I flip it over, I want you guys to guess what you think this is from. What country you think this is from. Don't Google it. 1992. Think about it. With that writing, think about it. You'd think some sort of Asian country, right? Well, it was actually the least expected one for me, at least. 5 Wujau. That gives it away right there if you are to Google it. It's from China. I was surprised to get this is actually my first Chinese coin, which is interesting because I score a lot of like Japanese stuff and all that other stuff, nothing like Chinese actually. I think this might be some sort of older Chinese coin. So yeah. I would assume they probably made a lot of these because, you know, China's population is like 1.4 billion. So I'd assume there's a lot of these circulating out there and probably a lot of these in the US and stuff like that. But very interesting how this ended up here. Quite interesting. It's very interesting. Got a 2009D nickel, very awesome. 2009D. Very nice, 46 million minted. And you know me, as I do all the time. Time to get the tube out. Take those 2 off the top. And I think we might be at exactly 40, or at least close. Because if you'll look at that, it's pretty much almost a whole roll of them. So I'm not sure if I have a whole roll or not. I know that box number 9 I already finished up box number 9. It was probably the best box of this year. Possibly even beats the box of 2014. That'll be coming up next couple days. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'll get this video up. I scored some really nice stuff in that box, and I know I scored a couple 09 nickels. So we'll talk about that obviously in the next box. This was a shocker. This is a 1962 nickel. It's gold tone around it, you see? That's usually a sign it's been in some sort of protective case for a little while. It's had that time to tone. This is actually a 1962 nickel that was in a mint set. They must have cut it out of the mint set, because if you look, and it would only come to the conclusion, I would only come to the conclusion that it was from a mint set because of the gold tone. And look at the steps. We have completely 5 full steps right there. So we had a 1962 with complete full steps. No problems with those steps whatsoever. This completely complete. Full steps. Very nice find. I was really happy with this coin. Even though it's, you know, out of a mint set, with full steps, it's still a nice coin. Decent premium. I wouldn't say it's an MS65 necessarily, but excuse me, my gosh, I felt like I had to sneeze there for a second. I wouldn't say it's an MS65 full steps or anything, but yeah. Wow. I felt like I had to sneeze there like 5 times. Very interesting, very weird. Sorry about that, guys. And then moving over to probably the 2 best finds, we'll go over to this nickel here. Didn't get any silver this box, but we got this 1942 here. And I saw this come out of the roll, and I saw this edge right here, you know, and it looks like a silver edge when you see it through the clear wrappers. So I thought, you know, this was going to be a 42 silver or something when I saw this date come out, because it came out like that. And it looks exactly like a war nickel. You know, the rim is pretty much the color, and I flipped it over, and there's a Denver mint mark on there. And it's not silver. So I have no idea what's up with this coin. Definitely not wrong planchet, that's for sure. Definitely not wrong planchet, but it looks like a silver nickel. But I'm happy other than that, or nevertheless, because they only made 13 million of these. And this is one of the semi-keys to the series, so I've already found 2 of these this year, so I'm pretty happy with that. Plus this one has a lot of nice detail on it. It's about a VF to XF, probably a VF 35 at least. And then the best find, this was actually an ender. This was a wheat penny ender. It was facing like that. And I was almost for sure it was going to be some sort of 50s or 40s coin just looking at the reverse strike. But I flipped it over when I opened the roll, and to my surprise it's a 1929. And look at this detail, man. At least a VF. I wouldn't say necessarily XF, but you guys tell me. I think that's a VF or an XF. I think it'd probably like VF 35, XF 40. Very nice 1929. A little bit of corrosion, but you know, that's probably the best 1929 I've ever found. So that's gonna go straight into the book, replace the one that I have in there. So very awesome, guys. And that was it, guys. So thanks, guys, for watching. No silver this box, but box number 9 is gonna blow you guys away. You guys will not believe it. It's possibly one of my best boxes in quite a while. For the year, obviously my best box. And they were all hand wrapped rolls. All but about 60 some dollars worth of nickels, I believe. $62 or something like that. $64 worth of nickels, or $54, I don't remember. They were machine wraps, but everything else was hand wraps, and you will not believe what I found. And I will say this, it was at the bank where I found these wrappers here, you know, where I got all those pre-1960 nickels, those wheat penny rolls, those silvers, the buffalo, all that good stuff. Same bank. You guys will not believe it. So thanks, guys, for watching. Happy hunting, and I will see you guys later.